Hi, I'm Felicia.
And I'm Ryan. And this is Imzadi Podcast. Oh my god.
Today we are covering, unfortunately, the power of the Doctor.
Yes.
Yeah, so, we open up with the Cyber Masters. What do we think about them?
I think that scene was really interesting because they were very easily dispatched as regular Cybermen before they introduced the X Factor, that is regeneration.
Yes.
And I thought that was very funny.
What do you mean? Funny?
Well, I thought it was funny because a lot of this in general feels like fan fiction in the worst way. And I feel like I can say that because we make fan fiction.
Yes, that's true.
In the best way.
Yeah.
You should check out Something Blue Doctor Who, the 42nd Doctor Adventures, by the way.
Yeah, for
Alright,
sure.
plug done. Now, on to this, I want to say episode?
Yeah.
It was really, it had some real, structural stuff. But yeah, Cybermen on the space train.
Yeah, and, I kind of want to talk about the graphics, too, because, I understand that they have, this idea, with the Flux, advertisement, they have all those, streaks, and they did that with the train, and I felt like it looked very cheap.
It looked extremely cheap. The train was, not rendered well at all.
No, it wasn't. Well. I think, a lot of the graphics in this, kind of failed, and that's, honestly, it surprised me, because so far, it's been pretty good.
Yeah, on a visual level, this has been a really, really good era of Doctor Who. On a storytelling level, it's been... I don't know whether it's the worst, but I'd say it's definitely, bottom tier.
All of this just felt so rushed, and yeah. I feel like that's the main problem, was the rushing. So, yeah. Explainers still make me very angry. The dialogue in this episode was really rough, and
was there a lot of expositional dialogue?
Yeah, everything had to get explained, and that really bothered me, and it kind of made you ask a lot of questions, and it's we already have a lot of questions. What happened to Flux?
That doesn't matter.
No,
that doesn't matter.
Okay,
neither
cool.
does Belle and Vinder's kid. Neither does do you remember the fob watch?
Yeah.
That doesn't matter.
I know it's deep within the TARDIS.
We get no real resolution with the Joe Martin Doctor as well, at all.
I know. But spoilers, it was good to see her.
I remember Brendan as well. Actually, we got no resolution to that.
Yeah, I know.
The Irish Doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was generally a mess. Yeah, what were you saying, sorry?
No, I wasn't saying that.
Joe Martin's Doctor.
Oh, yeah.
It was nice to see her.
It was.
It was nice to see her. It would have been nice if she actually showed up and we got some kind of resolution. But,
I know.
I mean,
honestly, it was great to see everybody. So, all of the Doctors, besides Tom Baker.
I know.
But, which is very sad.
It is very sad.
But, I understand. I get it. But it was great to see everybody. It was great to have those moments of, resolution,
I guess. I don't agree. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I think that a lot of the characters got steered off a cliff in this. And, I was concerned about that before going in.
Yeah.
But, I think there was a lot of very bad character writing in this from, the characters that they're returning for a long time.
Yeah.
I hated what they did with Tegan quite a lot in general.
Yeah, I know you did.
I understand that in Classic Who, her thing was that she complained a lot.
Yeah.
But that wasn't, her only trait.
I know, I feel like she would have grown out of that quite a bit. But she did not.
And there's also the fact that, they did the lesbian erasure stuff.
Yeah.
Her husbands and shit.
I know.
I didn't like that at all, especially when they then went on to kind of pair, Ace and Graham.
I know, yeah. Not on the first date. Yeah.
And then they didn't get 13 and Yaz together.
Yeah, I know. We get that one moment where she carries her back into the TARDIS. And then they get ice cream.
I know.
Yay.
I know, because that's what the fans really wanted to see. The few people who are like still invested in this era of Doctor Who, I try to keep my finger on the pulse.
Yeah.
And I regularly fail, but one of the things that I have found from one of the attempts at doing that is that a lot of people were really invested in like the 13 and Yaz ship, and it has sunk.
Oh yeah, I know.
I think it's very interesting because I have been complaining a lot on this podcast as well about how this era of the show kind of is very cowardly in its messaging and has not lived up to a lot of the promises on that front.
Yes, I can agree with that.
And I think this was like the shit cherry on top of that. Basically. Didn't like that. Didn't like that they made Kate Stewart such a low power character in this. The bit where the Master says your father was an idiot and she's just
Yeah, I know. She was very scared this episode.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't understand why. And especially when she was sitting down to get converted and she was just like, no, and it's like, that's not how she would go out. That's, you know what I mean? She would be stoic, and that's not what we saw. Yeah, and that's not what we saw at all. And I don't know what direction she's gonna go from here too, because they completely destroyed UNIT.
Yes, they did.
Again. What are we gonna do? Should we pack it in?
I think they're gonna have to. I mean, budgetary constraints alone.
I know, they're gonna have to rebuild everything. They're gonna have to get all the manpower back. And who's gonna want to work for UNIT now?
I know, I wouldn't want to work for UNIT. Who would really want to work for UNIT? My God.
I know, it reminds me of like a villain's henchman. You know what I mean?
I think you actually have better odds as a villain's henchman, to be honest.
I know, at least you get dental.
I know, those UNIT guys get slaughtered. So, what do you want to talk about next? What do you got next on your notes?
Well, next, I have a note about the Master.
Is he in this? I don't remember.
I absolutely hated his dialogue, but I enjoyed how it was delivered. This guy, do you know his name? What's his name?
You know, Sacha Dhawan.
Okay, so he is a very good actor.
He is a very good actor.
I enjoyed his performance quite a bit.
Yes.
Except for the nod to Sims Master.
Oh, you mean the scene?
Yeah, the music.
Oh, I know.
That was really rough, and it shifted the tone
for
completely.
real. I tell you what, when that was happening, I was and she'll attest to this as well. I was laughing so hard, I was going for a coughing fit. I'm both kind of ill right now.
Yeah.
And then that happened as I was recovering from the coughing fit, and I thought I was hallucinating.
Nope, it happened.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I think I like it more than the John Sim one because at least he didn't choose a current pop song. He chose an old pop song.
Yeah, I know.
I like it more on that level. What I don't like is how long it goes on for.
Yeah, and it was very on the nose. Come on, it's Rasputin.
That opens up.
And then that opens up
so many questions. Yeah, I know he does. He does the Cossack dance.
Yeah. When he did that dance, I lost it. That was the losing point for me.
Oh, it killed me.
Yeah.
Killed me like those seismologists, man.
So, next on my notes, I can't remember now because, it feels like a fever dream, you know? But it says, no, this is not good news. Do you remember what that's a reference to? I don't know.
Oh, what's that a reference to?
No, I have no idea. I can't remember. But I'm sure.
Do you mean when Yaz is in the volcano?
Yeah.
And she's so like Daleks and this and that. She's like, this is bad. And I like lost it.
Yeah. I think that's what it was.
Because
once again, going back to the dialogue.
Yeah.
It's so rough.
It's very rough. Doesn't so much feel like a first draft as it feels like it was written by a text-to-speech AI.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the Batman comic that's been written by an AI?
No.
It kind of reminds me of that.
Okay.
A little bit. Like, I would say that's... Kitty!
Oh my god.
No, Kitty, don't!
Ugh.
Sorry, that was our cat, Elizabeth.
Stepping on a keyboard.
Yeah, she did it again.
She's doing it again.
Whoa, made it. Sweet.
Awesome.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Back onto this horrible episode.
Yeah, I know. You derailed it like the train in the beginning.
Oh, derailed it like every subplot. There's like, all 9 of them.
Yeah, there was a lot going on.
There was.
So Vinder, he looks great in this episode.
Yeah, he did.
He lost so much weight, but like at the same time, he kind of looks a little sick. So I hope he's okay.
Yeah, that does
You
it
know?
for some people, though. You know, some people were into that.
Yeah, well, like I don't know. It happened to me when like I lost a lot of weight and like I just look sick for some reason. Like I don't know. It just happens when you like lose a shit ton of weight when you're like bigger.
Yes.
You go through a phase of like looking really ill because you've lost too much now.
Yeah. Are you saying that he was like, because he was like, you know, obviously kind of a chonker in flux?
Oh my god, no. No,
It's
but
a really
I
dramatic loss of weight.
mean, he definitely, like, I just see it in his face. Like, his cheeks aren't as, like, puffy, I guess. And, like, his neck is, like, a little bit longer, I guess.
Like a giraffe.
Yes, much like a giraffe. Exactly.
So what did you think of the Daleks?
I felt really bad for that one. That was like the traitor. I felt really bad for him.
I know, having to be in like basically the same scene as that second Dalek special.
Yeah. Well, like, I just think about how much it took for a Dalek to do that. To, like, betray his own race.
I mean, I get it, because, like, they're working with the Master.
Yeah, I know. But still, it's like a compulsion, I assume that the Daleks have.
Yeah,
much
but, like,
the Cybermen.
at the same time, like, he's only betraying them because, like, they're not being the right kind of space Nazi.
Yeah.
So I kind of reserve my sympathy a little bit for that particular good Dalek. What do I have? Oh, Dan gets shot in the face, and he's fine.
At the beginning, he gets shot in the face, and like there's a hole in that mask, and like he's out in space for a little bit too.
And those spacesuits are from the Impossible Planet / the Satan's Pit story, so they're kind of like grimy, slightly future human tech.
Yeah.
Like they should not be able to withstand a blast in the face from a Cybermaster.
So another thing that shouldn't happen, the tissue compression working in reverse.
Oh, that killed me. That was so stupid.
And then like the Russian doll thing, and I don't know. It doesn't make sense. No one explained that. They explain everything else but that.
Why is Ashad back? And why is he now aligned with the Master?
Yeah, I know. That's another thing. I don't understand that either. Do you want to go into depth on that? Like, explain why he shouldn't?
Because his motivations completely conflict that. It doesn't make any sense. And then he's using the same kind of dialogue that he would if he had his regular motivations. Like, Ashad's whole thing is that he wants the Cybermen to be Cybermen, the best Cybermen they can Cybermen. So, why would they undermine themselves by working with this fucking fruitcake?
I don't know, because they get the upgrade, they get the regeneration.
Yeah, but like he died because the master betrayed him.
Yeah, that's a whoopsie.
Like, and also, if this is a clone, then it's really interesting that the master decided to clone him and like give him the same janky cybernetic upgrades that weren't complete.
Yeah.
I think they just wanted to have him in the episode because people really liked him.
Yeah, I know. He's like he's a natural born cyber leader.
Honestly, he's the best villain in this era.
Yeah.
They shouldn't have killed him off. Because all I could think about was the fact that they shouldn't have killed him off.
Well,
and then I would care that he's back.
Well, like, Chibnall doesn't want anyone else to use.
Yeah, but he killed him off and then brought him back to life.
Yeah, but like, where is he now? Was he in that building?
In Aberdeen? I don't fucking know. Yeah, I guess he was in the building.
So, I mean, is he dead again?
I guess. I mean, we don't see a body.
Yeah, I know. And does he have, like, the regeneration thing?
They never established that.
I wonder if he does. Because then he could be brought back. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's true.
There's hope for him yet. So, the next thing, I guess, is, I'd rather talk about the second half of this episode than the first half. Because I think the first half was a big mess. And they were just trying to shove everything in there. And then the second half, it's like, alright, we're getting stuff done. Yeah,
this episode has serious structural issues. It felt like there were 4 different climaxes that happened. And then we checked the time, and there was an hour left.
Yeah, I know. Every time you, like, went past the commercials, I was just like, is that really the time?
If we only been here for this long.
Yeah, exactly. It dragged quite a bit.
It was a nightmare. It was like living in hell.
That's why I enjoy the second half better than the first half, because then we have Ace, we have Tegan, we have everybody coming in, we have all the cameos, like everything was like shoved into the second half. And I don't know, I enjoyed it.
I think that you had Stockholm Syndrome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't good. It was just empty fucking nostalgia. Like, from beginning to end.
Well, I just let it fill me up then, I guess.
You know what? I'm glad that you had a good time with some of it. There were some bits that I liked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What bits did you like?
I liked the bit where Ace jumps off the building and it goes into the TARDIS. I thought that was a very good, stunt shot. I didn't like the fact that she had to spend half an hour psyching herself up to do it beforehand.
Yeah, I know. So they had that whole scene with Tegan and everything, and everybody's in the building, and then we cut to the roof, and she's still up there. And it's like, how long have you been up there?
I know.
Oh my goodness. Alright, so what's next?
I don't have it. The Cyberman voices in the beginning sound like they were made on GarageBand with presets.
Probably.
Yeah. That's something. That's my last note. I'm out of notes. Because I, watched this and just went on, a trip.
Yeah.
Basically. It really maybe it's because, I've had a fever for a while and, I'm coming off it and I don't know what's what. Maybe that's it, but, everything that I remember from this is all jumbled into one now. What I do remember is that if we're looking at this as, an act structure,
yeah,
the first act ends with Dan choosing to leave the TARDIS and get eaten out of the fucking story for some reason. Maybe they couldn't get John Bishop. I don't know. I don't dare to venture into these things. Then, the second act happens an hour later.
Yeah.
And then there's a third and fourth act that are 10 minutes long. And then it just sort of ends.
Yeah.
This is one of the messiest things I've ever seen put out by a professional production company. there's like so bad it's good, and then there's like this. And I hate saying that, and like honestly, like what I have to say is that people complain about the writing in shows like Rings of Power and She-Hulk and stuff, when this exists.
Yeah, I'm really glad that Chibnall is done now.
Me too. This
I'm ready to move on.
So much damage has been done. Apparently, like no one watched this one. 3.7 million people.
Yeah, I'm gonna end up in the support group at the end.
The cult? You mean like the weird Heaven's Gate cult at the end?
Yeah, the cult of
my god.
Yeah. I really didn't like that. I didn't like that at all.
Me neither.
It made it feel like it was something so negative. Like, I don't know. And like, I understand that it was meant to be positive because they were sitting there talking about the Doctor, talking about their adventures and being able to get it out, you know, and I can appreciate that.
But you don't go to a support group when something good happens to you.
Yeah, exactly. And I also didn't appreciate the name tags. because I knew who those people were. And if you don't, I mean, watch Classic Who.
Yeah, you should watch Classic Who.
Classic Who is so good, man.
You know what's great about Classic Who? The stories have a beginning, middle, and end.
Yeah, like this stuff doesn't happen. That's what's good about Classic.
Oh my god. Oh my god. When the Master turns into the Doctor.
Yeah, I know.
Let's talk about that.
Okay. So
all right.
What do you want to talk about?
I want to talk about so he's on the asteroid.
Yes.
And the recorder just comes up.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I loved the Master in this episode. I always love the Master anyway.
I know.
No matter what. Like, I love the Master. Classic Who Master is obviously superior to New Who Master. But this is Sacha Dhawan is really killing it in this episode.
He really is.
He gave it his all. Like, I really feel like he was the one really giving it.
He went full Gonzo Wackazoid in this one. It was crazy.
Yeah. I loved his outfit. And he even had the celery.
I know.
On the side. Like, I love that. Like, where did he even get that? And like, I think he was wearing like David Tennant's tie or something. He was wearing somebody's tie.
Yeah.
I can't remember who.
Probably.
He was, I don't know. I loved the hodgepodge of everything, and I loved how much he loved being the Doctor.
The whole thing gave me a headache.
Yeah. I'm glad it's over.
Glad it's over too.
I'm looking forward to this next story with Neil Patrick Harris and David Tennant.
Shoot, you got one.
Yeah.
Someone might telling me what the hell is going on here. I felt that.
I know, that was so good. Like, that little bit was just so good, and I'm so pumped. I'm pumped for Doctor Who again.
I know,
and it's a really nice feeling after watching this.
That's true. That did give me like an overwhelming sense of like optimism.
Yeah.
I wish that David Tennant regenerated into Jodie's clothes though.
I know. I didn't understand that. He's got a full suit going on. Well, maybe it's because it has something to do with Neil Patrick Harris. Like, I think there's like something going on.
The celestial toy maker.
Yeah, I think he's pulling some strings. So I might be able to forgive that if we get an explanation.
Come on, Russell.
Yeah.
Come on, Russell.
I really hope that he pulls it out.
He will.
I really hope so.
Think about it. He's like... I have problems with his run, but he's one of the most solid, consistent Doctor Who writers like we've ever had.
Yeah.
And he's had like 15 years away from the show to like think of new ideas. So it's probably where I'm at with it right now. With regards to this era, I never want to hear another fucking complaint about the Peter Capaldi era writing again.
Oh yeah, I know
never
it.
want to hear it. The only good thing that's come out of this era is us rewatching that era and realizing how good it is.
I think a lot of people went through that as well.
Yeah,
I saw a lot of regret.
A lot of people realizing 12 is the best Doctor in New Who.
Yeah.
A lot of people realizing that, and they fired him to put her in the place, and that was mismanaged.
Yeah.
I would say, and I feel so bad for Jodie Whittaker because the world was so poisoned against her in so many ways. And
yeah, I mean, I don't think she's bad at all. She's made me laugh. You know what I mean? Like, I haven't felt really any other emotion other than like, haha. You know what I mean?
But that's the problem, because I mean,
yeah.
But that's not her fault.
No, it's not. It's not.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed her performance. I enjoyed everybody's performance. Like, overall, I want to be like positive and just be like, you know, everybody gave it their all. And
you tried to talk me out of doing this today, because you were just like,
yeah, I know, but I don't want to be like super negative and just be like, wow, this sucked.
It
like
did,
it did, but but I just want to be positive at the same time and look to the future.
No, fuck that.
Oh, okay.
No, seriously, that's a good attitude to have. I appreciate that a lot, and I agree.
Yeah.
In all seriousness, I think it is good to be optimistic now, because this is over. And we never have to think about it again. And at the end of the day, he only did like a bit of serious character damage in this story.
Yeah.
Could have been a lot worse. It was pretty bad, though. I'm actually really angry about it now that I think about it. Like, why the fuck did you do that, Chris?
Yeah, I know.
What is your problem?
Mm-hmm.
What is your problem? Like, seriously, Chris, what is your problem?
Answer us.
I know, like, I'm so mad. I feel so bad for certain segments of the fan base.
Yeah.
I feel for you. Wow. Like, I also think that all of those characters need to be like the Cybermen, the Master, and the Daleks. They all need to be like retired for a while now, because how do you come back from this?
Yeah, I know.
Like, I hated what they did to the Cybermen so much. The Cybermen are like my favorite, and I felt really underserved in this.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't like how they just electrocute you and you become a Cyberman.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
No.
It's a budget saver. That's all that was.
It is. I mean, well, they're not going to show him getting like ripped apart by like saws.
I think they should have.
Me too, but they're not going to.
Full ham with it.
I agree. Go hard or go home.
Yes.
But this was more of like a than like going hard. This whole thing in general, I feel really bad for the actors. They all did their best.
Yeah.
What I'm sure were very difficult circumstances. No, that's not true. It looks like it's fun to be on the set of this era of the show.
Yeah, it looks like everybody had fun, and I don't know. It just wasn't for me. I understand that other people liked it a lot, and that's cool. It's just not for me.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Is there anything else that you wanna say about this episode? Should we put the nail in the coffin? Because I really want to.
Okay, yeah. I don't have anything else to say. Sum up, in summation,
Yeah.
words to that degree. Because I'm starting to peter out now. I'm starting to sundown. This episode was a real structural mess that had a lot of trouble deciding what to explain and what not to explain.
Yes.
And it did a lot of disservices to some characters that were very close to my heart. So, 1 out of 10.
Yeah, I would have to give it, I don't know, I would say like a 2 out of 10.
I'm going to say that because the classic Doctors came back and they were all
Yeah, I
lovely.
know, I loved all the classic nods. And I mean, I know it's member berries, but I really enjoyed it. So I'm gonna give it that 2.
I'm going back to 1. Those things should have been in a better story.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm sorry. I really, really, this hurt me. I don't know, I've been trying so hard to be, positive on this era, and, generally, during these podcasts, I'd say I've been a bit more of a defender of this one than you have.
Yeah, you have.
But at the end of this, after investing that emotion into this, and, getting to the end of the road, you know what I mean? At the end of Lord of the Rings, when Frodo and Sam and Merry and Pippin go back to the Shire, and Saruman has scoured everything, and he's leading his gang of ruffians, and Lobelia Sackville Baggins has been locked up and shit. I feel like that, and I feel like after we've gone through all of that, we're sitting in the little pub in Hobbiton, and we're looking around, and we know that we're not the same anymore. We know that we can never be the same again. That's how
Flux
I feel.
has changed us.
I feel like, I feel like I need to sail to the Grey Havens now.
Yeah, we need a rest.
This is loss. I don't know, I'm lost for words. Sum it up, baby, because it's killed me.
Alright, so I think we'll end it on a positive note. Everybody tried their best. All the actors...
The catering.
The actors were great. It looked like they had a lot of fun. And I can appreciate that. And that's cool. You know what I mean? So, let's bring on this next episode.
Thank you for delivering another run, Chris Chibnall.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.